Another long spruce. This is a red spruce here. And once again, he's tipped back into that hollow. So we're going to get him down out of there the same way we done the one the other day. Start by getting the choker up as high as possible. We're at the chokers, and one guy knees the other guy up a bit higher. You might wonder why we go to all this bother to get that up out of the hollow this way, instead of just falling it into the hollow and then winching it up out of there. But believe me, done this a time or two. That'll come up out of the hollow a lot harder than what it'll fall out of the hollow. So we put a little bit of work into it right now, and that saves us half an hour down the road of trying to get that winched up, climbing down over that hill, and then it catches behind every rock and stump in there. That hollow gets steeper as it goes out, and if we went out in there a little ways, up on the left side, the downriver side of the hollow, there's a bunch of there's a big sandstone ledge, and there's a bunch of porcupine and skunk dens in the ledge. So you go out through there towards the late part of winter, you talk about a smell. Porcupines and stuff will get back underneath the ledge and get denning in there for the winter, hibernating. And yeah, it gets pretty ripe by spring. But that's the way that they stay out of reach of predators and get in there so that they're not freezing to death. And we'll get the tractor well back there out of the way. We're going to lay this one right back this trail. Easiest way to go. So that don't get tangled up in the side of this pine. Tension put on the winch line now. Same as the other day, shallow undercut. He's running the 261 still today. It's got a narrower kerf chain, and it has a tendency to bog up a little bit in this frozen wood. 361's out in the job box. We should have probably brought that in for this one. We'll give it. All the limbs is on the hollow side of that tree too. A lot of weight hanging out there. This one might be a little bit harder to bring. Oh, she's starting. There she goes. A thump. You can feel the concussion when those big guys hit the ground. But he's happy. It's down without a hassle. So once again, we check the pines for loose limbs. Winter time, you always look up on the pines. Nothing hanging up there. She's right out the middle of the road. Tractor's in one piece. I see Daniel still moving. Okay, we'll get some limbs knocked off this and get it yarded. Okay, Daniel just pointed something out up here on the top. We're almost to the top of the tree. 16 feet or so short from it. But that's where another limb has been growing into this tree. Cut a groove right into it. Eventually that will start and rot out. This one had a crotched top. And you can down half the crotch split off on it here. And I guess the entire top split off. Yeah. When it hit, it broke right at the crotch. Still get some pulpwood out of the top here. A couple of 8-foot blocks out of each prong. But she's logs to right here. So we're going to knock some limbs off here next. Okay, so you've seen Benjamin making marks on the tree as he comes up. These tails that we install on our saws, just a flexible plastic or fiberglass whip that mount on there, and we measure from the back of the tail to just under the nose of the bar. We measure them and cut the tails so that they're exactly 4'1" from just at the nose of the bar to the back of the tail. All of the logs and studwood that we cut is either 8'4", 12'4", or 16'4". So with the measure added to the tail added to the saw, that gives us exactly 4'1". So 2 marks with the saw is 8'2". So we know to add 2 inches, and we've got a block of studwood. Or you make 4 marks with the saw coming up the log the way he was doing coming up there. 4 marks with it gives you a 16'4" log. So it's just a way of giving a quick measure on the trees without bothering to carry a tape measure. So now we've got this cleaned up here to the brake. We're going to clean this top up, get the tractor backed in here, and then we're going to get some chokers on. Okay, get her limbed up. And the back in here, we're just keeping the tension on the winch line because the winch line was out quite a long ways. If we just back up here without keeping a little tension onto it, it'll snarl up in a bunch of curls on the drum. So what we're going to do is back in here, get a choker on the tree, because we don't want it to go back down over the hill. That's too steep a slope to lose it on. So we're just going to pull the tree ahead here before we do anything more to it. Set her there. Just unhook the winch line, put a choker right on the top here. Okay, just winch it up. Just hold that a little bit tight there with your glove. Okay, start to take your logs off it now. Here, guys. Yep. He's down. Spruce limb bear trap. Pull that other choker off its skin. Pull that other choker off the bottom of the skin. Take these ones right to the bed then. Take these ones right to the bed. This is representative of the four money-making products off of a woodlot. First, we've got a pile of studwood. Studwood has to be a minimum of 4.5 inches on top. Then we've got pulpwood, or what we sell now as biomass. Can be any size, any length. We cut it to 8 foot for easy trucking. Then the saw logs. We get 2 16s and a 12 out of that tree. Be some biomass in the top. And then over there, we've got a pile of, focus in here, pile of hardwood over there that'll be sold for firewood or used for firewood. So that's our four revenue streams off the woodlot right now this time of year. The 12-foot log is a little bit crooked, but I'd saw it on my mill, so I guess the industrial mill can saw it too. Bring the knock down flat. Pretty. This is Daniel's first winter as our tractor operator. He's doing good. He's picking it up. The loader work's a little tricky by times, but he's doing okay. Somebody asked in one of the videos why we don't have forward stops on our tines, or why we don't use a grapple. We built that set of log tines, bought the set of plates that mounts on the loader, and built the log tines out of structural steel for about a quarter of the cost of what it would be to buy something factory made with forward stops, or to buy a grapple. And every dollar counts. As long as we're careful with it and we don't tip it back too far beyond over 75 degrees, it works fine. I've never had a log go back over the top with it. I don't try and raise logs up really high. We're always careful when we're operating with it, and that has served me well for about 24 years, I think I've had that. So, when these tines was made, if you look at the fronts, if you look at the front of these tines, the way that they're made, they just set into a pocket, and there's a bolt in the back, a small bolt you can see right there, drops down through. You can pull that bolt, pull the tines out. When we made these tines, it's there's two sets of channel steel, or not channel iron, tubing. Two sets of tubing, one that slides inside the other, and that makes them stiffer, stronger. And then we just beveled the front end, brought it up, welded it together to make a point so it slides under the wood better. But by sliding one piece of tubing inside the other, makes them good and strong. And it's just a 24-inch tine. I don't want anything longer for trying to get around through the woods, because we'd be beating them on trees all the time anyway. So it just, that works out well. We can pull them bolts out, take the tines off. Like I say, I could make a longer set of tines, but with this framework and the way that we built these, this has served me very well. We built the original set of tines to come up to this height here, and then we figured maybe we'd add another 8 inches on the top of it. But that's the set of mounting plates there. Hooks into the ALO style loaders that we have here. So that's worked out very well for us for 24, 25 years now. And we're probably not going to change to something different. Okay, so there you have it. A tree from start to finish. Out on the landing, piled up. Got some other wood here that we've got to straighten up, and try and get something else done here before the end of the day. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.